It's really kind of hard to trust yourself when everybody or all the information around you says that you're wrong. I'm talking about when you have an innate feeling of something, or you have just this inner knowing. It's hard when, you know, the people around you have different opinions, or it just feels like anything that you say or do is looked down upon or chastised in some way. I think a lot of us growing up out of protection, you know, maybe from our family or out of protection of ourselves, we definitely create this defense or I think that we create this layer of protection in the sense that we would rather get information from other sources or get information from other people rather than truly listening to ourselves and what we know the truth to be. I think a lot of us have really strong intuitions that have been diminished and died down or been belittled by the societal standards, or even just by, you know, people who just don't happen to see the same vision as you, or by people who just happen to have differing opinions, which is a lot of us. So it's like we are not taking our own guidance or listening to our hearts or listening to our own truth, honestly, due to years and years of just ignoring self or ignoring what we have to say. What I'm learning right now is that is like, once you recognize or become aware of this, like, phenomenon, I guess you can, I don't really know how to explain it, but once you become aware of this, it's almost like that's the tool that you need to really push through with your inner voice and really push through with your inner guidance. It's like, I know the people around me may not understand. I know that, you know, really my surroundings are telling me that I'm wrong, but I know that there's this inner truth that is undeniable, right? And it's when we deny that voice, or it's when we really kind of cast it aside, it's like other people cast me aside, so I'm just gonna have to cast myself aside. That's when we start to diminish our, you know, self-development, or really hold ourselves back from missing some of the greatest opportunities or some of the greatest moments of our lives. You know, I'm pretty young, so I don't have too much experience in the world, but I do have experience in not listening to myself. I do have experience in really not being there for myself like I should, and it hurts my feelings now, you know, it really does. It hurts my feelings to think that, you know, I knew something was wrong this night, or I knew I shouldn't have gone to this certain situation, and I still allowed myself to go through with whatever event it was because I didn't trust my inner voice, or I didn't trust my inner knowledge. I didn't trust the guidance that I was being shown. And we all have this sight, right? We have this inner sight, inner and outer sight. It's amazing to see the unseen and, you know, to hear the unheard. Very subtle, right? It's so subtle. Oftentimes we miss the cues because of that lack of intuitive development, or that constant like shutting down and shutting off that voice. I was doing a meditation, and the person guiding the meditation, she said, I want you to radically accept your guidance. I want you to radically accept your inner truth. I want you to radically accept the inner knowledge that you have. And I think that was really big for me, especially somebody who overthinks a lot. This bird wants to interrupt me, but I overthink a lot. I overthink, you know, everything. I have a very curious mind, so I'm always looking things up and always researching. But it's like when it comes to my own truth, what I know to be true, I question it, right? And it's like so many times, time after time, we are confirmed. Our intuition is confirmed. Time after time, we're being shown that we were right about something. Like that hunch you had about something was right. Or we will literally be shown, we'll have a thought, we will think or have a premonition about something happening, and it happens. Like, this is that inner voice that you just know, you can't explain it, like you just know. It is a gift that we can all tap into. When you get to those points where you are really questioning and doubting your guidance, maybe this is what, the meditation coach said, or she's actually a Reiki healer. She said that to replace that with, you know what, I radically accept this guidance, or I radically accept this inner knowing, this inner truth that I'm feeling. And then slowly, I feel like in my experience, this is just going to allow me to expand my trust, expand my awareness, expand, my love, Also, I'm definitely not saying not to listen to other people. I feel like that it would be like a very egoic thing, and I do feel like the ego is a huge part of our, of that protection and not listening to ourselves. But it's very, we all have something very important and very significant about us, and the things that we say and how we act reveal that, from person to person. I feel like other people are crucial to our development, in being mirrors, in identifying the triggers that we feel, as well as experiencing the divine love of other people, and experiencing the divinity in other people, whether you see it or not. We are all divine by nature, and casting one another away for differing opinions, or casting one another away because of different viewpoints is just, it's silly. Just because, you might have differing opinions doesn't mean that your voice is of less value. Doesn't mean that how you feel, how you truly feel in your body, it doesn't bring any less validity to your true feelings. And I feel like a decision we make with the mind versus the decision we make with the heart versus decisions that we make with the mind and the heart are completely different. So when you have that combination of the heart and mind working together to discern, to be clear, to be open, it'll be life-changing for you, I feel. Just a little tip. I know it's really small, but I think that the awareness of just like having the conversation is really important. So, so much love and so much light. I hope that you subscribe, follow my Instagram at beyondquartz, and then shop my self-discovery guides and crystals at thebeyondquartz.com. I want to do a giveaway soon on a reading. I'll probably advertise that a lot on TikTok, but I'm just not too sure yet. I'm just trying to really figure everything out for me. It's been kind of saddening a little bit. I don't know. I'm very impatient, so I just want things to be go, 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 and they're slow, slow, slow. Things are completely changing, and you heard it from me here first. There are big, big things happening in the coming months. I feel like individually, or maybe as a whole, globally, we may be going through something really big. We've already been seeing that here in the United States, but also I just feel like there's a lot of energy building up for me, at least. I think that things are just going to pop off soon. I'm really excited. I'm beyond grateful to have you even here listening to me, and thank you so much. Okay, goodbye. A quick pause because I wanted to really acknowledge a kind of big point for me. Is that I acknowledge and realize that my guidance is not something I've created on my own, or is not something that I've just made up, that this is something that is so graciously and so divinely given to us as a gift and as a tool to use for our benefit. I think that acknowledging the fact that there is something bigger than you, acknowledging the fact that there is a higher power, or a force that is just larger than you, that wants you to do good and wants to help you, will really start to help you understand that this is a very real experience that you're having, and these are very real feelings and a very real knowing that you have. Yeah,